What if I told you that in just 4 minutes a day, you could add years of active, vibrant living to your life? And that's not 4 minutes of grueling gym time, but 4 minutes of a simple, powerful movement that you can do right now in your own home. Imagine having more energy to play with your grandkids, the strength to travel the world, and the independence to stay in your own home that you love for decades to come. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's actually backed by groundbreaking new science from some of the world's leading researchers. Welcome to my channel, New Age Beauty, which is all about aging beautifully, mind, body, and spirit. At 76, I explore what's possible, what's worth doing, and how we can all exceed our own expectations for aging by shifting our mindset from growing old to growing bold and setting bold goals for ourselves. And today we're setting the bold goal of claiming our longevity through the power of the step. So, for over 50 years, we've been told that we need at least 30 minutes of continuous cardio to see any real benefit. But according to a recent report in the Washington Post, the World Health Organization and top physiologists around the world, they are changing the script. And the new buzzword in longevity science is VILPA, VILPA, vigorous intermittent lifestyle physical activity. I know that's a mouthful. So these recent studies using movement trackers show that even tiny bursts of energy, as short as 30 to 45 seconds, can capture the many health benefits we previously thought was only possible by going to the gym. In fact, Dr. Emmanuel Stamatakis from the University of Sydney has found that just 9 to 10 of these brief bursts per day can lower the risk of dying by up to 40%. But here's the most exciting part of this for us. Most of that risk reduction happens in the very first minutes of daily activity. So by following this, we will be training for the lives we want to live at 80, 90, and 100 years old. So we've all heard about the blue zones, places like Sardinia, Italy, and Okinawa, Japan, where people regularly live to 100 years old. A group of scientists studied Sardinian villagers and found something really fascinating. Their longevity wasn't just about diet and genetics and social connection. It was about daily activities, especially on hills and stairs. A typical octogenarian engages in daily physical activity equivalent to climbing many flights of stairs. And these extraordinary octogenarians are essentially staircase athletes. They live on rugged hills and they spend their days climbing slopes and stairs. And this daily friction against gravity keeps their hearts strong and their muscles powerful. As contrasted to our modern frictionless world of elevators and cars, we've lost that natural advantage, but we can bring it back. As Dr. Martin Gilbala of McMaster University says, all activity counts, and nothing is better for mimicking that blue zone longevity than climbing stairs. In fact, climbing just 2 to 3 flights of stairs a few times a day can change your life forever. So my physical transformation actually started as a result of stairs. I was showing a real estate client a property in a building that was still under construction, so it didn't have elevator service yet. So at the top of the first flight of stairs, I became breathless and I had to sit down. Well, that moment changed my life. Within the week, I had set up in my bedroom at home a little workout area using a vibration plate, a TRX, and some free weights. And that totally transformed my body and my life. So here's a video that shares the story of that transformation. And there are more that I'm going to share at the end that show my exact lower body and upper body routine that I followed to get into the shape that I'm in now. So now I am a fitness convert. I have become one of those really, really annoying people who walks up escalators and takes the stairs instead of the elevator. I have personally experienced the power of the climb and what that does for you. In fact, I actually live in a 4-story home with an elevator, and I never, ever use the elevator except to send luggage and trash down to the garage. So because I understand the power of stairs, I recently added this stair stepper to my routine, since I believe the ultimate longevity tool for our homes for people of all ages and strength is a stair stepper. The intensity of the one I purchased is adjustable, so you can focus on either more repetitions with less resistance or do what I do, turn up the resistance to give your muscles more of a challenge. And that helps you get even stronger legs and shape your muscles. So, for a moment, just think about the mechanics of a step. Every time you step, you balance your entire weight on one foot. This trains your brain and your nervous system, which is vital for preventing falls. Also, going up steps works your glutes, your quads, and your heart, whereas resisting the down motion is actually building your bone density and your leg power. In fact, a study in the Journal of Gerontology found that leg power is a stronger prediction of brain aging than any other lifestyle factor. So, strong legs equal a sharp mind. And with this stepper, you don't need any special clothes or a gym membership. You can get your short bursts of power while your tea is steeping or during a commercial break watching TV. It makes growing bold completely accessible and sustainable. I use mine while watching TV or to take a break from sitting at my computer several times a day. So you don't have to have equipment to do this if you have stairs in your home that are easy to navigate. Mine are carpeted, and I was literally wearing out the carpet on my stairs. And so this allows me to do even more than I was doing before, but without having any risk associated with it. And I love the fact that I can adjust the intensity, making it harder or easier depending on how I feel that particular day. So your 4-minute journey starts with just 30 seconds or 1 minute of stair stepping to get going. But remember, the goal isn't to be an athlete, it's to be a bold ager. And 1 minute of this improvement can be as effective to your heart as 35 minutes of light walking. And as your strength increases, you will see more and more rewards. So, how do you know if you are hitting that vigorous VILPA intensity? If you can sing while you're doing it, it's light. If you can speak but not sing, it's moderate. If you can't hold a conversation, then you've hit the vigorous zone. And that's where the miracles truly happen. It's called Smart Twist by Sunny Fitness. It's a really well-made piece of equipment that handles up to 300 pounds, but it's compact enough and easy to move that it fits in any room. But it does more than just stair climbing. Because of its twisting motion, it helps sculpt your glutes, your thighs, and your core while specifically enhancing your balance and your coordination, which is what we know is so vital as we age. It also comes with resistance bands so you can tone your arms and your shoulders while you step. So I've placed a link to this exact stair stepper in the description box below this. Just click on the More button. And I've also pinned it to the top comment of this video. And for those of you who are watching from a TV, which surprisingly 40% of my audience actually follows me from a TV, here's a QR code that you can just scan with your phone and it'll take you right to the page that has all the information on it. That page also includes 2 other tools that I'm going to share with you now. But before that, here's the most important truth. The best intentions and the best equipment in the world only works if you use it consistently. And I've talked a lot about this. Consistency is the key that unlocks getting real results from your fitness, beauty, and wellness routines. So, because I advocate for bold goals, which isn't always easy, I decided to develop a free app to help women be able to monitor and manage and accomplish their bold goals easier. All you have to do to find that app is go to my website, newagebeauty.com. It's called the Goal Tracker. You can click into it from the home page. And I also put a link in the description box below and a QR code, again, for those TV viewers. So this app is called a progressive web app. So that essentially means it works from your computer as well as from your phone. So you don't have to get it from the App Store. You just open the link to the web page from your phone and then save it to your home screen. There's instructions on how to do it on the website. So my sincere hope is that this app, which helps you track your daily activities, can be the secret sauce that helps you bring your bold goals to life. You can choose from several beauty, fitness, and wellness routines, or you can create as many of your own custom routines as you like. This app will help you never miss a chance to get stronger and live longer by following your routines consistently. And as you check off your routines as being done, it's going to motivate you to do more and more. In fact, it turns your I have to into I want to. And that's a beautiful thing. For those of you who want to age even more powerfully and live the best life possible for as long as possible, like me, you can add additional routines to build your lower body strength. And the squat, which used to be my most dreaded word, is the king of functional movements. It mimics sitting down and standing up, the very essence of independence, what you need for getting in and out of a car with no equipment at all. However, when I started in my late 60s, I used the TRX to help balance my body. And that allowed me to go down deeper, which helped really build up muscles don't think I've ever used. And it also helped me keep my balance and build my stability. So if you're just starting out, you might want to consider a TRX. Holding on to those straps allows you to sit deeper in the squat safely, protecting your knees while building incredible bone density and stability in your hips and your core. And then once you have that form down, then if you want to switch to independent squats to add even more strength and balance to your lower body, you will know exactly what to do and you'll be able to do it better. First, there's the body weight squat. You have to have proper form, especially before adding any weight. You have to master the mechanics to protect your joints. So you're going to start by standing with your feet slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Your toes should be pointed slightly outward about 5 to 15 degrees. And imagine as you go to descend that there's an invisible chair behind you. So you're going to sit back. You're going to inhale, engage your core, tighten your stomach as if someone's about to poke you, and then shift your hips back first, like you're sitting in that chair. Then bend your knees. And you're going to lower yourself until your thighs are about parallel to the floor or as deep as your flexibility allows without your lower back rounding. Then you're going to keep your chest up and your gaze forward. Press through the entire foot, especially your heels, and exhale as you stand back up to the starting position. Once you can perform 12 to 15 body weight squats with perfect form and no additional weight, then you can increase the challenge to build more bone density. And then if you really want to step it up to get additional power and strength, add some weight while you squat and change your position. The goblet squat is particularly effective. This will really help you tighten your core in addition to your entire lower body. It's so important to have the proper form when you are squatting. Now, as a precaution, if you feel any sharp pain in your knees or lower back, stop and check your form in a mirror or use a TRX strap for assistance until your muscles are strong enough to support the movement. And now for the third way to increase the power of your lower body that is essentially effortless, and that is to consider getting a vibration plate. And by simply standing on it a few minutes, the high-frequency vibrations force your muscles to contract and relax dozens of times per second. This adds muscle tone, joint flexibility, and it enhances your balance with very little strain on your joints. This helps tone your muscles and gives you greater flexibility while enhancing your balance with very little strain on your joints. You may not know this, but whole body vibration was developed by scientists based on research done by NASA in the late 20th century to help prevent muscle atrophy and bone density loss in astronauts who were subjected to microgravity. It works by using high-frequency vibrations to stimulate bone-building cells and improve muscle strength. The NASA-funded research suggested that standing on a vibrating plate for 10 to 20 minutes per day could counteract the bone loss that their astronauts were experiencing in space. The involuntary muscle contractions enhance your muscle strength, circulation, and bone density. And today, the technology is used for treating osteoporosis, improving balance in the elderly, and assisting in physical rehabilitation. It has become a very popular therapy used in gyms, physical therapy clinics, and in homes. There's an added benefit, and it's a beauty secret. The vibration is stimulating lymphatic drainage, which helps reduce the appearance of cellulite and increases the quality and glow of your skin by boosting your circulation. It's a perfect way to support your body from the inside out. You can even combine squats with vibration for an even more effective exercise. by doing the squats while you're on the vibration plate. So, my dear friends, we are not just adding years to our lives, we are adding life to our years. By choosing the stairs or the stepper, squats, or a vibration plate, or all combined, we're choosing to remain independent, sharp, and vibrant for as long as possible. Don't let this frictionless world slow you down because it could become permanent. Set a bold goal today for yourself. Set aside 4 minutes a day, every day to get started. That's it. Then you can slowly increase your intensity and start exceeding your own expectation of what aging looks like. So here's some other videos that show the exact routine that helped me get in the shape that I'm in now, upper body and lower body. So if you found this video helpful, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give me a like, a hype, and click on the notification bell, and that way you'll know when I upload new videos. And I hope you'll comment. Let me know, are you using any of these techniques now, or are you thinking about it? So I invite you to join me and grow bold together. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Now go take that first step.